All right, good morning. Welcome to Educators Drinking Coffee. I'm here outside Pasquotank County High School. Um, of course, I'm drinking coffee here. There's, well, my little name right there, Educators Drinking Coffee. Drinking again actually, it's a Food Line brand coffee, but it's actually pretty good. I put lots of cream and sugar. So I'd say I like to put some coffee and cream in my sugar, or like it. But anyway, thank you for those of you joining me this morning. I have a special guest today. One of two that I couldn't get the other one in today. He's a busy man, but I do have here Miss Paulette Ervin. How you doing, Miss Paulette?
Good morning.
Morning. Let me get us here straight. Just wanted to talk to you. You're one of the original members here at Pasquotank County High School.
Yes, I am.
Back when the school opened. So I guess trying to think, how was it opening up a building back then? Or first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself before we even get there.
My name is Paulette Ervin. I have two beautiful girls, and I'm a grandmother of four and a great grandmother.
Awesome.
I've been here. When I first got here, I walked through the building. There was nothing here, but they put a towel and everything down on the floor. Then after a while, I came in as a part time. I was in the afternoon. Then a position opened up, so I transitioned to full time. So I've been here ever since then.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, like I mentioned, so you and Mr. Cunningham were two of the originals. Awesome.
Yes.
You guys are still here.
Yes.
Tremendous school spirit. I haven't been to a school where custodians have such school spirit, so I appreciate that. You really make our school happen. It is top notch. So we have a couple people here this morning. Miss Trinika White.
Hey, Trinika.
She's always she is always a regular. Mr. Harold. Oh, Miss Harold. How you doing?
Good morning.
And then Miss Lee. We also have actually a special guest over here, just popping up for us right here. There's Miss. Good morning. So Miss Paulette, tell us a little bit. So here 20 years ago, tell me a little, some little tidbits about some of the staff members we still have, how they were back then.
Back then, well, it was like we still are. We still like a family, and I tries to make everything, keep everybody in good spirits. Because sometimes it can get stressed out for the teachers sometimes, and I try to, clown around a little bit, make everybody a little happier. And for us the kids, each generation changes. So some of the students here I seen them went to school and teach, and then they come back to teach here at their alma mater. So, and somebody rode my bus. Hi, Miss Barcliff, Jessica.
Awesome. That's awesome. Oh, Miss Bogue says hi.
Hi.
Hi, good to see. That's awesome. Any dirt on like Mr. Lee? Anybody here? Miss Harvey?
No, Miss Castillo. No, I don't know.
Okay, no dirt. All right.
Dirt.
Oh, we have another staff member rolling in right here. She probably won't look back. Right there goes Miss
Yes,
Bland.
that's one of our alma mater.
That's right. The ones that started out here as a student.
Yes. She was here.
Awesome.
She was a cheerleader.
So, let's get a little bit now. You guys have been working extremely hard. Just tell us a little bit about, like yesterday was Wednesday. So what happens on Wednesdays?
Wednesday, we have we got new machines, sanitizer machines. We go around, we spray everything down with a sanitizer, and that's about, and clean, and that's about it.
Okay, very good. So, when students walk into the building this year, what are some things that they're going to see differently, like on the walls, on the floor?
Yes, you can have your signs up since 6 feet apart, and also you're going to have your one direction sign going one way down the hall and going the opposite direction.
That's right. And I believe there's also hand sanitizers.
Yes, we have installed new hand sanitizers all down the hall. So they're located close by, so you'll be able to use them anytime when you want.
Okay, awesome. Well, we do appreciate all the hard work you and your staff and all of you do to really make this school beautiful. I mean, from day one that I stepped into this hallway, these hallways are always shining.
Thank you.
I mean, you can see the reflection. You guys work extremely hard. And you do the little things up and above, when you go into the classrooms, make sure those whiteboards and all those are kind of clean. So we do appreciate it. So thank you so much. I know you're extremely busy, and I'll let you go. So Thank you for joining us.
Bye, y'all.
All right. Mr. Lee says good morning. He loves you. So as Miss Paulette goes back in, I'm out here by Car Rider. So I first want to switch it to, and I'm probably going to get her off guard. So bear with me a little bit because I do have another special guest. And I'm going to add her. Oh, hang on. There she is. There it is. There is Miss Lane.
Good morning.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. So, Miss Lane, just wanted to tell the viewers this morning a little bit about what they should expect for the ones that are bus riders coming up this year.
Okay. So, as you know, we are under COVID conditions, so we're going to be socially distant when we're out in the bus lot at every moment, all the time. And so, when the buses pull in, they're going to pull in up to the door. We're going to unload one bus at a time, and students will get off the bus, and we've got markers on the sidewalks to help you stay socially distant. I don't know if you can see them or not. So as you walk up, you'll see the P's, and then you'll get to the door. You'll wait for your turn to come into the door, and of course, and come on, key. I never picked the right key the first time. Thank you, Mr. Brumsey.
By the way, Miss Trinika White says she wishes she could come back to school.
I bet she does. She has a lot of fun here.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you come down the hallway, you'll see that there is a machine right here that's going to take your temperature. So fortunately, my temperature is normal today. It'll also remind you to put your mask on if you don't have your mask on. And then as you go down the hallways, you'll also stay socially distant. Mm-hmm. In the afternoon, you'll be looking for directions from the staff on how to dismiss from the classrooms and to go back out to your buses.
That's right. And then also, I believe near that station is where kids, I believe, will be picking up their lunch for the one.
That's right. You're right. Darn it. There'll be a place to pick up lunches if you want a lunch, mm-hmm. and also a place to turn in forms if you haven't turned in your form.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you, Miss Lane. Like I said, and we'll be sending out something home by next week with parents a little bit more. I'm actually in the process of making a video to also show that more visually on how it's supposed to look. So we do appreciate that, Miss Lane. Thank you for joining us this morning. I know you're also super busy. I'm going to let you go. So I'm going to take you off the chat here. Give me 1 second. I always have, when I'm doing this through my phone, it makes it a little harder. All right. So now it's back to me here. So now I am in the front of the school. And I just want to talk a little bit also about the arrival for you all that are car riders. So what we will be having is at least 2 stations, and these aren't the markers, but very likely this balloon stack here, that will be roughly where the first station will be. And then where you see this also balloon stack over here is where you will see both will be the second station. So let me kind of show you here. There's one right here. And then this one right here directly behind me. So as you are pulling in from the car loop, you will be there'll be staff members here pointing you where to go, whether you go to the first stop or the second stop. And at that point, the staff member, we do ask that your child and yourself stay in the car. Let me see who else is in the broadcast. And actually, Miss Norman, I will be talking about that in just a second, about student drivers. Thank you. Thank you actually for reminding me. So the staff member will direct you, will talk to you. Please stay in the cars until the entire screening process. They will be asking you questions, or if you have the questionnaire already with you, taking your temperature. And if everything checks out, then your child will get out of the car and socially distance themselves back into the building, and you can go on your way. We just don't want to have parents leave campus, drop off their child, and then by some unfortunate scene, how we have to call you back to come and pick up your child, and at that point, it makes things a little harder for you, since you're probably on your way to work or somewhere else like that. So, good morning, Miss Luton. Thank you for joining us. So that's how the process will go. Now, if for some reason, you answer questions or your child answers questions where they've had a fever or something for the last 24 hours or 48 hours, then you will be asked to go ahead and continue until your child to go on home and not be able to enter school. So be mindful of that. Please be patient. This, especially the first couple days, it's going to take a little bit of time, a little bit longer than we wish we want to. And I know you all have places to go, but we do. Please, be patient with us. So remember, the kids on buses are arriving around 1:45, and so lunch will be from about 1:45 to 2 o'clock. So that's around the same time you all will be arriving. We really can't be having kids sitting here half an hour before afternoon classes start, just waiting around. We can't have that. So please be mindful about that, little time frame when you're dropping off kids. As soon as your child walks into the building, just like Miss Lane talked about, and actually, let me go ahead and show you all. I got my coffee here, but I'm going to have to set it down to be able to grab this. So once your child, everything checks out, even though we did take the temperature, that is just a preliminary one. They will come in here. Oh, wrong way. And you will see, let me kind of get out of the way, this little machine right here, that's the machine that takes the temperature. And I'll kind of hold it with me and you'll hear it. Temperature is normal. So once your child enters the building, everything checks out. By now, the form should have been turned in. They will head straight to their classroom or to get ready. If they are to need lunches, they will have spare there in the classroom. So let me go back outside for a little bit. So, and just also, we have specific enter and exit doors. We don't want students and faculty and people walking in and out of the same door. So there's always going to be one specific enter and exit. As far as student drivers, so students, I can't go too far because I'll lose reception, but this back parking lot back here, this is where some staff members park, but right behind there, that will be our student parking lot this year. All students are to park there. They're no longer are going to park almost behind where the art room and the band room are, near the next adjacent to the teacher. They're going to be right over there. They will need to walk all the way up here near the sidewalk here, maintaining social distancing, and then they will walk in and get the temperature check right here. So that's how they will gauge. Now, the reality is, be mindful if you do have several students carpooling, if one of them should turn to have a symptom and they both arrive together, they might be pulled aside, and we do have an isolation room. They'll be in. We'll make the necessary phone calls and things like that. So that is just a brief outline of what's going to be. I'm here if anybody has any questions. Like I mentioned earlier, I am in the process of making videos on how this will look, and we'll have a sample car walking in and doing all a test run like that, so you all can see, both for car riders, student drivers, and also bus riders, to help you all before the start. Please remember, we are under, starting November 9th, Plan B for students and parents who chose for them to come back to school. Not every child's going to get to come back. There's several factors. One is if you chose Plan B and all the necessary paperwork has been turned in. That's something else. Parents, you need to make sure you have turned in necessary. There is a transportation form you do have to fill out. Make sure, and there is another form verifying that you are Plan B. I think so. Make sure, I'm going to actually take these off since I am the only one out here for a second. So make sure you've done the necessary paperwork. Please note that also the other factor is if the student's teacher, because we do have teachers that are still going to be remote, for certain reasons, if their teacher is going to be remote, then they would not come to school for their class because we wouldn't have the teacher for them here. So it is important. I believe Miss Lane had emailed schedules out for students. Have students check their emails. Parents, check your emails with that. I believe that was sent over a week ago. But if you're unsure, let us know. Don't just send your child beginning Monday, November 9th. And remember, we go by class periods. Mondays is first block in the afternoon. Tuesdays is second block. Wednesdays, like Miss Paulette said, that is deep cleaning they're going to be working on. So all that Wednesdays is completely virtual, remote. Thursdays is third block, and Fridays is fourth block. So those are the only classes they're coming to in the afternoon. But we need to double check. If you're any doubt, please contact us. We'll definitely clear that up for you. So with all that being said, this is Educators Drinking Coffee, and I got to go get my cup of coffee because I haven't had a whole lot of it today. So I do want to thank Miss Paulette Ervin for joining me this morning, Miss Lane, and Mr. Cunningham. He stayed here last night helping us out with our seniors. We got some folks coming out here, so I have to put my mask back on. So, let me see. I know we got another special one right there. Where is she? There she is. There you go. One of the originals also. So, Miss Townsend. So, I do want to thank again and Miss Paulette, Mr. Cunningham, for everything that they do and their staff. Miss Bogues, Mr. Brumsey, Papa. So, thank you. So, with that being said, thank you, and I will see you next Thursday with Educators Drinking Coffee. Thank you.